Bridget Bartlett here. I am the president of visionmarketinganddesign.com. And today, what I'm going to show you how to do is create a site bot similar to this one. Creating a site bot for your website is an excellent way to answer the most commonly asked questions. As consumers, we're used to looking down here for some type of way to contact. So it's just another way of increasing the conversions on your website by ensuring that your website visitor has the answers to the questions that they may have. Okay, so before we get started, I want to invite you to join my team. You can go to visionmarketinganddesign.com and get access. You get, as a team member, you get 30 days of free social media content every single month. This is built on Canva, so you can brand this as your own. It does include an ebook, articles, infographics with captions and hashtags, Instagram stories, challenges, memes, and this is actually what I use, you guys, for myself. So again, if I believe that it's good enough for me, it's certainly good enough for you, in my personal opinion. So you also, as a member, get 50% off all the templates in the template shop. You also get 85,000 plus free PLR products that you can brand as your own. You also have freelancer opportunities within the agency because we do work with influencers, politicians, and local business clients. So we do definitely have plenty of opportunities for you. We do live training Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Friday, we do have a live Q&A session, so you can hop in the Zoom meeting and ask me any questions that may be keeping you stuck. I do also offer 50% off of private coaching for my members. We have over $10,000 in complete courses that you can use to learn to grow and scale an online business based on your own passions and goals. So we have things like free Facebook traffic, Facebook ad secrets for beginners and advanced, Google Ads mastery, work from home productivity, how to start a freelance business, and so on. This is a great opportunity for you if you're a beginner, you have no idea, no business, no experience whatsoever. We're going to teach you all the skills that you need to create and scale a business based on what you're passionate about. Like I said, we do have freelancer opportunities. If you are a freelancer, this is a great resource for you because not only can you possibly get hired for your services, but also hopefully you can increase your traffic and clients with the tools and strategies that we teach you to use. As a business owner, I am a business owner myself, so definitely this will help you learn to promote your own business. And if you're an agency owner, this is a great opportunity for you to not only network with other team members, but you can actually outsource your client work to us. You can watch some of these videos here of the testimonials from some of the members of my team, and you can join for just $47 a month. You can actually join for free if you want to sign up for Builderall. Here you get a free Team Vision membership. Okay, so let me actually go back up to the top, and I'm going to log in here. And I'll just go ahead and sign in. I'm going to go to the live broadcast and enter my name. And okay, it's already muted, so that's good. Hello, Karen and Alfredo and Linwood and Shawana. Hello, Val and Frankie. Hello, Bill and Maria. Hello, everyone. Okay, so I'm going to move this over to the side here, and we can actually get started. I don't know if you guys heard about Facebook, and apparently Twitter are down, and so is Instagram and WhatsApp and all of these things. And, that just drives home what I'm always saying about you cannot rely on social media for your business. You have to be self-sustaining. For me, my husband said, "Oh no, Facebook's down. Is that going to affect your business and what you're doing?" And I said, "No, absolutely not." And that was a very purposeful decision. So again, I just want to encourage you, make sure that when you're building an online business, that you're building that business as your own, that you're building up some digital real estate, like websites, like a membership site, and products that you promote, and also products that you create, like maybe website templates or something like that. So to access the chatbots, okay, just to be clear, there are 2 chatbots within the Builderall platform. That's what we're going to use today to create our site bot. Maria says, yes, I thought of what you said about Facebook. Yeah, Maria, I can't preach it enough. Unfortunately, like me, it takes a while to really, or it takes, something disastrous happening. Like when I was with the Mag 5 and my whole account got deleted. That was disastrous. But again, you can always rebound, right? It's just an eye-opening experience for you to have to so quickly restructure your business. So okay, there are two chatbots. One of them, speaking of Facebook, is actually a messenger chatbot, and this uses Facebook Messenger. Okay, so you can actually embed the Facebook Messenger in your website in the bottom right hand corner or wherever you want it to be. Now, this is great for network marketers because you could actually start a conversation on your Facebook business page and send them to your website, and then actually continue with the conversation. But again, just like we saw today, when you rely on an outsourced or an outside source like a social media platform, you're really susceptible to things like that. So Facebook goes down, they shut your account, now you don't have that messenger. So I never like to rely on the social media for anything. So again, it's just something that you want to think about. With now, what's good about the messenger chatbot is that you can have that back and forth conversation, and you can also build a chat bot like I actually have on my page, which is a simple chat bot that just says, it's basically a greeting, and it says, has 3 buttons, and it says, click here to go here and whatever. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do today using the site bot. The reason we're doing this training today is courtesy of Bill. He asked on Friday for it. So Bill, this one's for you. um, let's see. Karen says, what about Telegram? Telegram is all good. No worries. And that's actually why I chose Telegram to grow our group. So Telegram's totally fine. Maria says, that's why I'm building my own hub. Yes, absolutely. I'm so glad to hear that, Maria. Okay, so that is the Facebook Messenger chatbot, and I do have training on this in the replay section or on my YouTube channel if you want to watch. So what we're going to talk about is actually a website chatbot, which this is a standalone. It's hosted by Builderall. It's Builderall's own tool. But the downfall of this is that you can't do the back and forth chatting. Okay, but again, it's like you want to route them where you want them to go. Okay, so we want to do as much automation as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click here. And then I'm going to show you how to actually create one. Now, I'm not going to start from scratch, and I'm not going to go too deep into this because I really want you guys to not get overwhelmed, especially if you've never done this before, because chatbots can be very detailed and very extensive. For example, if you go to the Funnel Club and you check out,
congratulations,
oops,
you're now a proud owner.
Mute Frank. If you go to the chat bots, I'm going to click here and enter. You'll see if you're a Funnel Club member, you actually get 30 of these chat bots. Okay, and there's actually an agency lead generation chat bot. If you want to try it, you can click the magnifying glass. If you want to download it, you just click here to download, and then all you have to do is go to flows and then click here to import flow. Okay, I think it's import public flow maybe, or maybe just import. Either one, all you have to do is click there and then upload the document or the file that you just downloaded. Okay, so let me actually go back here now because okay. So if we wanted to look at the agency lead generation, this is on Facebook Messenger. Okay, oh, and we probably can't view it because Facebook is down. But anyway, I just wanted to show you because it's very extensive, the different flows and the different ways that you can take them and different answers and all of that. And I didn't want you to get overwhelmed by going through all of that because really it takes a lot of thought process to be able to, let me see if I can share with you one here. Let's look at the agency one here. I think that we'll look at the classic flow builder. Okay, so you can see that, here's an interactive, that there are many, many steps to this. Okay, so, and you want to always, you have to keep in mind too, that you always want to give them an out. Okay, so you can see here that, here's a message, here's a, an image, and you have to keep in mind, again, it's like you're sending them somewhere, but then, you need to always give them a way to get back. And so it can be very overwhelming. That's why I don't want to really go too deep into all of this. But if you understand the tool, then creating the flow is just a matter of, sitting down and actually being very thoughtful and strategic about your flow. But this is a very, very simple site bot that I wanted to show you that you can create. Okay, so within Team Vision, we have the options. It's the hire me, it's the work with me. And then, of course, you always want to give them the option of not sure, contact me. Okay, so this is going to be in the bottom right-hand corner of my website. I'm going to show you how to add that in just a second. Now, the thing with this, as soon as you start here, you're going to see this is just a blank canvas, okay? So when you can choose to send a text message, you can add buttons, you can have them answer in a text, you can have a date added or a time or a phone number, an email, or a number rather, and then a phone number, and then you can choose the delay option. And there, like I said, there's so many different things, but what I want to show you today is just how to create a simple site bot that you can use for clients and that you can also use for your own website. Okay, so as soon as you get in there and start a new flow, and first let me show you this one. Okay, I'll go back to flows, and let's just start a new one. Okay, so we're just going to call this test and add. And now we have this test flow here. So I'm going to click here. So this is what it looks like when you first start. Okay. So we want to add a message. So hello, thank you for contacting, or thank you for your interest. Choose from the options below. Okay. So now we have our message here, okay? So now we have automatically a button. So what do we want to do with this button, okay? It defaults to high. So let's say hire us. Hire us. And then here we can choose a step, okay? If you choose a step, you're going to send them to like another one of these, okay? That's the technical word for that. You guys write that down. It's another one of these is what it's called. So this is actually technically a message with a button, okay? So Maria says, does this site bot work on websites that are not on Builderall? Yes, it does, because it's just a code. And I'll show you that in just a second. So you want to align the text here. You can upload images, lots of things that you can do here. But to make this simple, what I like to do is, like for this one, I'm just going to send them to a link on my website. Okay, so if they want to hire me, I'm going to send them to Vision Marketing and design.com/services. Okay, so now I want to add another button though. I don't want to make another one of these, right? I just want to add a button to this. All right, so I'm just going to click add a button. So now I have another button here, and now my next button is going to be work with us. And again, I don't want to add a step. I'm just making this very simple, and I'm just going to send them to another page on my website. So I'm going to say Vision Marketing and Design.com. Okay, so that's my homepage. All right, but this one, I want to say, not sure, contact me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add another button, and I'm going to say, not sure. Contact me. All right, but this one I want to send to a step. Okay, so I need to actually create the step now. Karen says, do you have to put the HTTPS? I always do to make sure. I would say yes. So I'm going to send them to a step, okay? But I need to create the step now. All right. So it's actually going to be a text. Actually, let me create. It is here we go. All right. So we have this, but I need actually a button. So now I need buttons. I need text with a button. So I'm going to delete this. Sorry about that. All right, so here is my other step, okay? So on this step, if you click on it, it goes back and forth, okay, if you need to edit. So you can go, like if I click here, you'll see the options here, and if I click here, you'll see the options here, okay? So on this one, I wanna say, how would you like to contact me? And then I wanna give them some options, okay? And again, you can upload images and all of that. I'm gonna say, how about Telegram? And then I'm going to send them to a link, and I'm just going to put my Telegram link. Actually, I don't remember it, so I'm just going to say Bridget Bartlett. We're just going to use this as my dummy link for Telegram. And then let's give them another option. So let's say Facebook Messenger, maybe. Facebook Messenger. And I'm going to add a link, and then let's say for this one, I'm going to say, let's see. I think we could have them, but I want to make this simple. I don't want to confuse you guys. Let's just say this one is going to be go back. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to, since I said go back, what I need to do is now tell it where do we want to go back to, right? But you also need something in the middle here, and it's called the delay, all right? Now, the reason it's a delay is because as soon as they select that, it's going to give you, let me show you the effect here. It's so much easier to show you than tell you. So let's go ahead. Let me just put, I'm going to move this. So these are connected. Okay, so here's the step that we're taking them to. We're going to connect the go back with this, but actually we need this delay in the middle, so I'm going to delete this. Sorry if I'm confusing you. So we need this delay in the middle, and I'll show you why. And just actually, let's delete this. And I'm going to show you what happens without the delay. That would be a better way. And I'm going to say go back here. Okay, so let's go ahead and save the changes here. And then let's look at the flow. So I'm going to preview the flow. All right, so thank you for your interest. Choose from the options below. So if I click hire us, it's going to take us to that page on my website, work with us, that page. But if I click not sure and click contact me, then it gives me the options. How would you like to contact me? If I click Telegram, so if I click Telegram, you'll see that it takes me to Telegram. But what if I just decided, oh, I don't want Telegram. That's not what I meant to click. Now you see here in the flow, you're stuck. Okay. What we need is that delay to send them back to the beginning. All right. So I'm going to go back to the flow builder, and we're going to add a delay here. So I'm going to click on delay. And you can choose, do you want, how long do you want the delay? So I'm just going to say like 0.5 seconds. That's how long the delay is going to be. And then I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to add this here. And then I'm going to add this here. And I think we need, okay, let me save the changes here. All right, so now let's preview. All right, so I'm going to go to preview. And let's do not sure, contact me. And then I'm going to say, okay, how would you like to do that? I'm going to click Telegram. Oops, and I put it in the wrong spot. Okay, sorry guys. All right, so we don't want it connected here. We're going to need to connect that there. See why this gets confusing? Okay, so we need this to be here and this to be here. Let me save this and make sure on my other flow so I'm not confusing you just trying to play around with this. Okay, I'm going to click here. So here on my other flow, you can see how this is all, now that I've showed you how to create it, and I probably confused you more. This is how this all needs to go together, okay? Now, the delay needs to be here because that is how you want it to go back, right? So in this scenario, this is what's going to greet them, and then we're sending them, if they click here, we're sending them here. But each of these actions are connected to a delay, and then we've told the delay to send them back here. Okay, so when they click here, they're going here, and then when they choose these options, they're going to go back. Hopefully I didn't confuse you. Okay, so you want the delay is what's going to send it back to the original option, is what I'm trying to say. All right, so you have two options. Actually, let me show you this. If you want to change the colors like I did here, you can change the image, and definitely I recommend putting your logo if it's a client, or if it's your image, you want to put that there. You can change the colors here, so you can change, make it a transparent background, or change the bubbles and the text color and all of that. You can also choose the font family and the size, so you can really customize it and brand it for yourself or your client. When you want to install it, okay, you can copy this whole thing here, and pay close attention when it says iFrame size should be more than 350 pixels by 500 pixels, okay, and height, to prevent problems with the layout. And I'm going to show you why that's important in just a second. If you want to grab the link and share the link to this chatbot, you can just grab in between the parentheses here. So if I go to open this up in its own window, you'll see that this is how it looks, okay? So, but what we want to do is actually embed this into a website. So what I'm going to do is copy this. I'm going to go now to a website inside of Cheetah. Oops, I have one open here. So let's choose, let's choose maybe this one. Okay, so we'll choose this one. And now I'm just gonna duplicate this so that so it doesn't go on my live version here. And what I want to do is click inside the website. Now you have lots of options, okay? So what I want to do is, right now I have the embed code, okay? Now if I click on elements and I go to iFrame and I move this over to my canvas here, I can click here to edit the element, and then I can add the embed code, okay? So I'm going to click apply, and now you see here's the embed code. Now, when you're trying to, because as you move this thing around, okay, it's going to, like, you see how you can get it wider, and you can move it around, right? But when they give you that warning, it's because you need to make sure that basically the box that you're putting it on is that height. All right, it really matters on the mobile version as well. So I'm going to click here, and I'm going to go to add, because if you see here, you can just embed this anywhere on your website. Okay, I could technically put it here, but as I scroll, it's going to stay there. Okay, and I don't really want it to do that. What I want it to do is stay like pinned in the corner. Okay, so to do that, you can see there's no option to pin on an iFrame, but what you can do is click here and then go to the box. So let's go to box, and you can bring one of these boxes in here. Now I have like this semi-transparent box. If I go to edit element, you'll see sizes here. Now this is where it's really important what they just said here in the Sitebot. Okay, so 350 by 500. So when you go back to Cheetah, you want to make sure that it's at least 350 by 500. Okay, so it was on like 400, so that's fine. So you just want to make sure that that is correct, because as it goes through, you select something, it can start to look really funky if you don't have this configured correctly. It's especially important on the Facebook Messenger. I don't know why that one really just looks funky. You have to allow a lot of extra space in the box. So Okay, so now I have this in a box, okay? So I can make this box transparent. I can make it any color I want to. I'm just going to leave it this color just for, you know, so that you guys can see that it's on an actual box. So if I move this box around, it's stuck to the box, okay? But what I want to do is I want to actually pin it in the corner. You can pin it anywhere you want to. You can manually pin it somewhere, or you can choose one of these corners here. Typically, you know, people put the site bots in this corner here. So I'm going to click done. And now you see when I scroll with this, it's going to scroll with the website. Okay. So I'm going to click save, and we can actually look at the live version of this chatbot. So let's go ahead and look here and refresh. I might need to republish. Republish. Copy. Okay, here we go. So now here's my my site bot, right? So I can click here, and you can see that it works good and it looks great. And of course, you could get rid of that border there. You could get rid of the background if you wanted to. You can totally customize it however you want to. Now, there's something else that you can do that I think is kind of creative, and it also looks better on mobile if you do it this way. If you go to your website, let me just, I'm going to unpin this so that I can move it over to the side. I don't want to get rid of it, but if you add an image here, let's go to image, and we'll bring this in. You can actually, I think I already have something uploaded here that we can use. Let me scroll through here. Maybe not. I think I just remembered it was on a client's account. Okay. So what you can do is actually go to create a design. Let's go to logo, and then let's go to elements and chat bubble. So I'm going to do chat bubble. And we could do like something like this here. And if you want to flip it so it goes the other way, and then we could type in like, got questions. And let's move this up here. Okay, now, of course, you know, we could brand this. We could really make it like beautiful. We could use like, you know, colorful characters, whatever we want to do, right? But just for the sake of time, I'm going to choose transparent, and let's go ahead and compress it and download. And we'll go ahead and upload it now to this page. So I'm going to click here and change image, and let's upload now. Browser, and we got questions. Maybe that's not correct. Questions. Oh, where is it? If you guys ever lose your files like I do, you can always click on show in folder. Okay, so it's in downloads, and now I need to select file and downloads, and got questions. All right. So open, and then I'm going to click here, save. All right, so now I have this image here. Okay, now you can see you can't pin the image either, so you have to put it on a box. All right, so I'm going to go to boxes, box, 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 and I'm going to bring this in here, and I'm just going to put this image on this box. And now what I need to do is I want to get the code from the sitebot, or the URL, which you can grab inside the parentheses, or I'm just going to grab it here since I already got it. And you can put that URL here. All right. Now you can choose to open in a new tab or open in the same tab. But we're going to choose open in a new tab and click select. All right. So now this site, what we've done is we have added the sitebot to this image. Now, when they click it, this is going to look a lot better on mobile, because when they click it, it's going to open up in its own window, and then they'll be able to chat. But it doesn't really look great on desktop or on mobile the way that it is here, because what it wants to do is actually embed this. So what I like to do You can do this here. You can just go to, we'll pin this. We could pin that here. So now you see, let's go ahead and save, and I'll show you. Oops, we want to get rid, of course, we want this back here to be transparent because you don't want to see that background. So I'm going to click on the box, and let's go to background settings. I'm going to click here, and let's just make this completely transparent, and then save. And that's fine. And close. And let's go ahead and refresh a couple times. Okay, I may need to republish. So I'm going to republish. Okay, so here we go. So now you see down here in the bottom, we have this got questions, and it scrolls with the page. Now, if I click here, you'll see that it opens the chatbot in a different window. Now, what you can do is go to the Cheetah website. So we have these, right? We have both of these, and we don't want that. All right. What we want is this. I'm going to remove the pin, and I'm going to move this off to the side. We want this to be pinned in the corner so that it stays on our desktop, okay? But we have this little thing lingering, all right? So what we want to do is put this on the mobile, all right? Now, you could use this on desktop or mobile, however you want to. Here's a little quick lesson before I hide this on how to adjust iframes on mobile. I get that question a lot. So what you can do is go to Advanced. Advanced is likely your best friend if you have iframes. And you just want to play with this until these gray bars disappear. Okay, so I'm going to choose, let's go to minimum size, and I want to increase that. You can see it automatically resizes that. Now, there's not enough on the left and right here for us to be able to get rid of that gray bar. So what you can do is click here on the actual box. Make sure it says box up here. And you want to just play with the box lateral spacing. Okay, so make that a little wider, and you see that that made that disappear. Okay, so if you're scrolling through here, you're just going to see this chatbot, and it actually doesn't look horrible, but a lot of people don't like it like that. So what we could do is just hide this entire box. All right. So now it's still going to show on the desktop, but it's not going to show on mobile. And then, of course, we could move this all the way down. If you you can manually move it like this, or you can click on the whole panel, and you can go to Move Mobile Elements, and you'll see here we have. If you scroll down, you'll see it'll highlight whatever it is that you're trying to move. So we want to move this all the way down to the bottom. And then we can choose Move. And then it moves this all the way down to the bottom. Now, if it's too large, what we can do is, again, we want to adjust the lateral spacing. Okay, so you can do this here. You could also move it if you wanted to move it all more to the right. You could play with that there. More space at the bottom, more space at the top, or less space, or however you want it to look. Okay, so that's how you can adjust that, and then have, you know, kind of a nicer looking chatbot. You could add, you know, whatever it is, whatever type of image you want to design, you can use Canva for that. Okay, so that is one or actually a few strategies to help you utilize that site bot. Maria says, thanks, Bridget. This is so cool. Karen says, do you have to, oh, okay, yeah, I already read that one. So here's something else that you can do, okay? So I'm going to, let's go ahead and we'll save this as it is for right now. What I want to do is actually get this code here. I click OK. And I want to go back to my website. Now I'm going to go to pop-ups. All right, now I'm going to create a pop-up, and we're just going to call this test and site, and go ahead and save. And then I'm going to click here to edit. Okay, so now I have this pop-up here. I want to go ahead and add a blank panel to my pop-up. All right, and what I want to do is I'm going to delete this. And now I want to add an iframe. I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to make this really big. And then I'm going to click here to edit the iframe, and I'm going to embed the code. Okay. So now, oops, I need the actual code. It didn't copy. Sitebot, let's close out of this, and let's get the embed code, copy, go back. Okay. Need to embed the code and apply. Okay, so now you see I have my my nice little sitebot here. All right. Of course, I could add, something like, "Hey, do you have questions?" or whatever, however you want to design that. Okay, so I'm going to say save. You could also make this background transparent. I'm not going to work to make it pretty. I just want to give you guys some ideas because I definitely have lots of trainings on like pop-ups and all that stuff. I'm going to go ahead and republish so that it recognizes those changes. Now I'm going to click here. And what you can do is actually now connect this image. Like, let's say that you didn't want to use this at all. You wanted to use this little image here, so we can move this. We could actually set the action of this image to a pop-up, that pop-up we just created. Okay, so I'm going to show you what this actually looks like. So I'm going to click here, and I'm going to pin this in the corner so we can get the full effect here, guys. So I'm going to click save now, and that's fine. And let's go ahead and look at the live version. Let's republish. And let me refresh. Okay. So now if you click here, you'll see that it actually shows up here. So it's like the full the full view. So it kind of blocks out all the rest here. So if you really wanted them, maybe you wanted to build out an entire onboarding sequence, and you totally could do that with the Sitebot. You could actually embed it on a pop-up too as well. So lots of super, super cool things that you can do. I mean, you literally, using a Sitebot or the Chatbot, you could literally onboard or automate your whole onboarding process. You could, automate a lot of the questions that customers may have. And even though, you can answer all the questions inside your website, sometimes people just need it to be more plain. So when you have something like this and they're like, hey, I do have a question, then you can make it just really simple. Like, hey, what do you want to do? Do you want to hire me? Do you want to work with me? Or maybe you're not sure and you want to contact me. So it's kind of like utilizing this Sitebot as an additional sales funnel inside of your sales funnel. Okay. Now, the cool thing is you don't have to monitor this. It's all automated. They can answer their own questions. If you do want to see a Sitebot in action, let's see if there's a, I don't think that the assistant is in here anymore, the Builderall assistant. That was actually pretty cool. I think it changed with the 5.0, but the Builderall assistant was really good at kind of guiding people where you wanted them to go, depending on their answer and selections. Okay, so lots of cool stuff you can do with Sitebots. I hope that you learned something today. Tomorrow, I am actually going out to restaurants and things like that. So I'm going to try to get enough video footage to maybe show you some of the process without me actually invading anyone's privacy and then also looking very unprofessional. So, okay. I will see you all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye.